Howdy and aloha. Welcome to Manata. The earth and you are ohana. We hope you stay and talk.
Howdy and aloha, everybody. This is James with Monotalk, and I'm here. There's a lot of moving parts putting this OBS together. Anyway, they're doing it again. Here it comes. Here it comes. The new COVID-19 is coming. It's just, I saw somebody, like I was saying in my last show, somebody was driving in a car just down my street, just passing me. I was making room for this person to go by. That's what I do. And she was windows up, mask on, N95. Good thing that's happening. She's really concerned about everyone's safety and health. It is amazing. It is amazing. And I'm just dumbfounded at this point. When I see somebody with a mask, it just makes, I don't know, you want to say something just for a second, you want to go, hey, it's bullshit. It was all bullshit. Just let you know, right? But you can't. Those people are so trenched, dipped in, stuck up Pedo Joe's orifice so badly, his sphincter. You got two of them. That they can't get out. They don't want to get out. They like this. People talk about there's syndromes of lying and when you're delusional and the lunacy and these psychotic symptoms of what was that called, the effect, not Down syndrome, it's oh my god, I can't believe it's just, I hit a blank, but anyway, it's just amazing. Stockholm syndrome. I don't know. I got file monkeys that work in my brain, and there's 3 shifts. The day shift works pretty good. Night shift, okay. The second shift, not so bad. But the night shifts, they're usually just all over the place. But anyway, yeah, it's cognitive dissonance and all this other crap that you want to label. They're hypnotized. They don't know. These are the people that if you go to I've been to a hypnotist show, right? I've seen in real life a person that was with us, me and my ex, went to those Bull Weevils or something in Long Beach, California, near LA. And it was just a real happening club, and they used to have the stage, and they have the bands and all kinds of stuff. It sat, I don't know, like 300-400 people at least. But anyway, we went for a hypnotist show, and I know the person that is with us, which is a good friend of this other person that I was with. And the hypnotist says, as I go through these processes, as I go through my system of hypnosis, some of you in the audience may be affected. I need those people that are sitting next to them, if they're with somebody, if you notice that, you need to let me know, raise your hand. Whistle, whatever, let me know, because we can't let them leave here in that state. So what happened is I'm sitting there with my girl, and she's got a friend, and her friend, as this guy calls up about like 10 or 12 people. Actually, I wanted to see if I could get hypnotized. And my ex did too, so we're both up there. And the person we were with, that was by herself in the audience at the little bar stool table, about 20 feet away maybe. And all of a sudden, I'm just not, nothing's happening. So some of you will not be able to do this. Some of us are just, I don't know if you could say are easily mind bendable, I guess, or just malleable, really like clay. I don't know what the thing was. So her and I didn't. But then somebody in the audience goes, hey, 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 and I'm looking over, and it was our friend that we came with that I'd known for a year or two at the time, maybe a little longer. Just fucking, she's like zombied out. She's in. She's in. She's hypnotized. And the whole show, I got off the stage. We got off the stage. About 5 or 6 people stayed. They're out. They're in this place. If you've ever been to a hypnotist show, go, because it happens. There are people out there that are so meek, malleable, obedient, indoctrinated. Maybe it's just their soul or their spirit. I don't know what it is. But they're just easily manipulated, easily, taken advantage of. It's just bad. And it's out there. There's a lot of people that will do that, take advantage, abuse, all this other crap that's happened. But what's happening now, and it's happening again, right? We've got some more, right? Here it comes from our favorites, Reuters, The Guardian, ABC. What to know about the respiratory illness surging in some parts of... This happened in 2019. The same narrative. Where's my little picture of me in here? What the frick is happening? Is it behind here? Hold on. Oh, there it is. I got you. Hold on. Anyway. I'll get that fixed, and I'll try to talk at the same time. Yeah, it's happening again, and it's almost like it's clockwork. They're gonna do it anyway. They're gonna push it anyway. It's part of the script. They're gonna continue on with this process. Many are literally hypnotized at this point. I don't think there's any other reason why you would want to support Pedo Joe. I just don't. It absolutely makes no sense to me whatsoever at all. There's nothing he's done. They keep saying he's done this and they've done that in the Democrat. No, where's your free college? Where's your Medicare for all? Where's your, the minimum wage has been raised since 2009. They're not going to do anything for you. The ACA was a flop and was just a money making, the ACA only affected certain insurance companies. Medicare still has pre-existing conditions and shit. It was bullshit. That's the only thing they had. And they had, in 2008, 2009, they had the fucking majority, the super majority, the House, the Senate, and they had Obama. And what did they, for 76 days, and what did they give you? The Affordable Care Act. That's it. They didn't codify Roe versus Wade. They didn't do anything. It's been fucking... How long has it been? 15 years. It's like 15 years are gone by and they've done nothing. They've just told you over and over again that Orange Man is bad. Orange Man bad. Orange Man bad. Orange Man bad. Orange Man. That's it. Oh, he's a hater. He's a this. Well, guess what? BLM creators and African Americans across the United States are more in favor of supporting Trump than ever before because they can see it now. They know what a Dixiecrat is. They know what the Republicans were like and still are, and what the Democrats disguise themselves as being. They put on this face like they fucking give a shit, but they don't. They don't. And I'm not saying the Republicans are not close to that, because some of these guys, there's Democrats, in my opinion, just totally with Klaus Schwab and Yuval Harari and Bill Gates and Fauci. There's just a bunch of sinister, diabolical, eugenist type, genocidal maniacs. Okay, and they're with that. There are Democrats that are totally with that, and they're even sicker in that in many cases, right? Satanism, whatever, whatever the religion, that really doesn't matter. But there are some Republicans, Rhino Republicans. All they care about is money and greed, and they're going to go with whatever war they can get into and keep that circle of money, that revolving door, right? And here it is again. They're doing it again. Respiratory infection cluster in China, now caused by novel virus, says health officials. It's a new one. Britain detects the human caused a flu strand similar to pig virus. What led to the surge in respiratory illness in China, lifting COVID norms? Holy God. And the fucking people are wearing a goddamn mask because those people are just hypnotized. Those people are just fucking hypnotized. Right? I mean, it's all over YouTube too. Let's play this one, just so you know. Just so you know. Right?
In China, as the country deals with a rise in respiratory illnesses and clusters of pneumonia in children. The World Health Organization formally asking Beijing for more details on the spike in cases. Britt Clennett has more from Hong Kong. Britt, good morning.
I wonder if this has anything to do.
We're seeing an alarming rise in respiratory illnesses like RSV. And as we head toward winter, we're seeing an alarming rise in respiratory illnesses like RSV in children. Ann Thompson now on what parents need to know.
China is grappling with a spike in respiratory illnesses as it enters its first full winter season since it.
China's Health Commission has blamed a combination of pathogens, including influenza, for a surge in acute respiratory.
New this evening, respiratory illnesses are wreaking havoc at hospitals in China and raising concerns for the medical community across the country. Here at home, it's no exception. Fox 5 has learned hospitals, emergency rooms, urgent care locations, and clinics are really seeing an uptick in sick visits. Fox 5's Tisha Lewis.
Well, here's the question
tonight,
then.
live from Dumfries.
Okay, because you know the question's coming. Pneumonia outbreak in China. Oh, listen to the music. Oh my God, that's a good one. Oh, what's this guy saying?
We go again. The same organization that rang alarm bells about COVID in December of 2019 say hospitals in Beijing, China, now report a surge of a new respiratory illness, this time in children. In children. Yeah. And we are not kidding. From part of the internal.
Yeah, this is everywhere. It's plastered everywhere. Plastered.
Meanwhile, an undetermined
plastered.
China's health ministry.
Plastered.
Well, a spike in respiratory illness.
Plastered.
Moving on now, an undetermined pneumonia.
Everywhere.
Hey,
Fox
Tisha.
5. They're just fucking Jesus. Here it is. More and more. Oh, here's your guy. Right? China's mysterious pneumonia outbreak. Look at that kid. He's like, that is just a photo shoot. Oh my God. The algorithms are still there. I don't care what anybody says. You can still say the wrong thing going after the World Health Organization or the World Economic Forum or Biden or Hunter or whatever. They're still there. And at any moment, if they feel that, they meaning the Pedo Predator Class, a.k.a. World Economic Forum, and their associates, which Tulsi Gabbard has been living up to recently as a young globalist. And McCarthy is a young globalist, and he definitely lived up to that because he never released the J6 information. But putting that aside, let's kind of focus back on this. They're going to do it. It's going to come. If you're in a blue state, if anyone in your state that's that's a public official, that's a legislator, judiciary, city councilor, starts pushing this shit, fire them. Fire them. Any of them. Just fucking get rid of them. I mean, seriously get rid of it. Because they're in on it. Because a lot of money was made in 2020, 2021. More than you could imagine. That went out from us, from this government, and these bills, these executive orders, and all this other shit. I mean, they were literally paying hospitals to report. What the cause of death was, pushing them to create that narrative that it was blankety blank, and everybody fucking jumped on it. They're gonna do it. They're doing it again, and it's really, really sad, and it's really, really pathetic, and it's extremely disappointing and shameful. In my opinion, that there are people out there that still, to this day, right, still, to this day, believe in all this crap. Continue. And they're scared. They're hypnotized. Look at all the ones that people went. This is the waves that they brought. These are called marketing waves to push a narrative to get people to react using your feelings, fear, happiness, joy, danger. It's so hard for people to even grasp that they've been fooled. I think it was Darwin or somebody. It's harder to prove to somebody that they have been fooled than it is to fool them. It's harder to prove to them. Because their mind was made up. They're locked in. This is it. There was an alpha in December 29, 2020. There was a beta in December of 2020. There was a delta in June 15 of 2021. There are epsilon, whatever that means, in June of 2021. Excuse me, in March 19th of 2021. There was the gamma, by golly, in December of 2020. I'm reading off of Google algorithms, just reading off of Google. Omicron, or was it Megatron? Right? I put up a meme and said, and by meme, I wish I should show this now, but the meme was Megatron getting pissed off. Why didn't you use my name? You could have just used my name, Megatron. But there was Omicron. And now, who knows what they're going to fucking call this shit. These are waves of global marketing. And it has nothing to do, I got to say this real quick. The COVID vaccine is safe and effective, and I believe everybody should get it. Has nothing to do with their health and safety. Nothing. As I've stated, and I've came to the conclusion, right? And I'm gonna freaking tell you right now. These elitists. There's about 200 of these people, but maybe a little more, right? And they have people, as G. Edward Griffin says, rings within rings within rings. And, what was that other guy? It'll come to me. But anyway. And a few others out there that are totally saying that these people are eugenicists. They're trying desperately at this point to eliminate 2/3 of the planet and hoard the rest for themselves. There's nothing else that's happening. That's the bottom line. They're going to use war. They're going to use Kool-Aid, in your arm. They're going to use, whatever. They're going to use whatever they can to make this, their vision, happen. Right? They're going to do whatever they can to make that vision happen. That's their goal. I don't know what else to tell you. And there's a lot of people that won't talk about this. They don't want to know what their true end game is. They don't want to hear it. No way, bro. No way. Right? What does Montauk mean? What did I fucking put up there? Mana in Hawaiian means power, mystical power, energy, or a diamond. And the power of discussion, debate, or argument is vital to our evolution as an intelligent species. Absolutely. We can do this. We just need to Montauk about it more. Right? We need to power talk about it. That's all we need to do. And they don't want that. They don't they don't want you coming together. Right? As I've said, unity is the scariest word to these globalist pedo predator class sick motherfuckers. Right? It's just they hate that. Divide and conquer polarization tactic. It's been used for forever. For fucking ever. I mean, I'm just going to throw this up here real quick so you know that I'm not just whistling Dixie. And the whole thing is the greater good is actually the 1% people. Wait, what? You guys remember this from Marvel? When Black Widow died in the Marvel character? And then Hawkeye's like, no, right? But he really wanted to say was the greater good is actually the 1% of the 1%, or the 0.001%. Right? Wait, what? Yeah, it's all Bologanov. It's all just the ginormous, scam. The scam. Here's a word that's going to send the algorithm straight to me. Hoax, facade, scam, shell game. And they do it to people all the time. They do it to people. They've been doing it for probably maybe even thousands of years. They've pinned people against each other. Because really, do you really believe that, people want genocide? That people want other people? Do you honestly believe that there's a group of people out there, a large mass of people, the majority of the people, that have families and are just trying to get by, they're working all day long, the 99.9%, the working, the poor, the working poor, the middle class, whatever. Do you think they really want other people to be dying? Of course not. That's not how they design it, so that you believe that there's an enemy. You can't have a $12,000 toilet seat made by the military-industrial complex if you don't have a conflict. You can't. That's just the way it works. Divide and conquer. If the 99% continues to fight each other, then we'll never defeat the true enemy. Stop being their pawns. Okay? They've been doing this for a long time. Here's a wonderful article here that I found. Somebody sent it to me. I can't believe I didn't know this before, but it Off the Grid, the dog, Stacy, whoever. Oh, that's Off the Grid, Stacy. You got to watch their YouTube channel. It's wonderful. These guys are really awesome. Anyway, so let's watch here. Okay. So the strategy of divide and rule was a central principle of British imperial policy for more than 2 centuries. By keeping different ethnic groups segregated and allowing them to squabble among themselves, the idea was they would be too tired to overthrow their colonial masters. Does that sound familiar? As empires expanded, tribal groups were classified on the basis of language, religion, and ethnicity and given different rights. They actually gave them, they would give one group more ammunition, more rights, less rights. They would keep it unbalanced so people would be going against you. Well, you don't have enough, and I don't have anything, and you get this, and I don't. So they could keep the turmoil going. As empires expanded, tribal groups were classified on the basis of language, religion, ethnicity, and given different rights. A toxic example was in Rwanda, where the Belgians segregated the Hutu and the Tutsis, the lighter-skinned Tutsis were given land and privilege, while the Hutu were made to do laboring work. After the Belgians withdrew, ethnic divisions led to the massacre. They create these wars. You guys, fuck. You know, it's hard for people to wrap their heads. 900,000 people killed. 900,000. Men and women, children, just gone. And they knew they created it. These people they cause Klaus Schwab, Bill Gates, Fauci. Biden's just a fucking puppet. Obama's just a puppet as well. He's like the go-between puppet. He's anyway. There are people out there just laughing. They laugh at how people react, a knee-jerk reaction against each other. Oh, I'm from Israel. I'm from Palestine. Oh, I'm for this. I'm for that. They just love it. They bathe in your ignorance. And I've been there. I'm no more intelligent or smarter than John Average Man on the street. I'm just an average guy. But I've always kind of questioned authority and its sources at every turn. I've kind of always, just kind of stood back at things. I'm not perfect. But I'm glad I was able to see the whole scam of Fluvid-19. I have to say it like that because it's kind of, anyway. Tradition in India, rivalries between warring states and religious groups were exploited by the British. But in the months leading up to the independence, the divisions spilled over into violence. As the subcontinent split into predominantly Hindu, India, and Muslim Pakistan. So this is where Mahdi comes in Tulsi, because Tulsi hates. Hey Jordan, how you doing, brother? Yes, this is why Tulsi hates, because she's Hindu. This is why she hates Muslims. And she doesn't even know she's being manipulated. And people, and I told her, hey, by the way, the fucking Rothschilds created Israel in like 1917. They put the stamp and made all that shit happen. People don't even realize that. These people are just. It's amazing. They've been playing us for probably thousands of years. They've been working us for a long. They've been working us for fucking a long time. Laughing, while they're in their, not the diamond, ivory, made of gold, emerald towers, just whatever. They've been laughing at us for fucking ever. But I think this time they went a little too fucking far. They showed their hand. The Great Reset, the New World Order, the Fourth Industrial Revolution. Agenda 21, Agenda 201. Right? Agenda 2030, whatever you want to call it, the World Economic Forum that was created by Klaus Schwab definitely has exposed a lot. Just go on the website. I'm a member. I'm not a young globalist, but I subscribe and I get their emails, and I'm telling you, the shit they put out is hypnotizing. It's brilliantly said and laid out. It's fucking just amazing. I'm like, God, because they have billions of dollars behind the people that write this stuff. They don't have just the greatest artificial intelligence working for them. They have, you can't, it's hard for people to comprehend just how powerful everything they do does. It's really hard. You just think it's some fucking crazy dude, Klaus, Dr. Evil looking motherfucker, but you have no idea what is behind that guy propping that up. Nobody does. I do. And I'm telling you, it's billions, possibly trillions of dollars of the best writers, the best marketing firms, the best advertising firms, the best branding and public relations consultants, just the best, the very best, that have the science of mind manipulation and all this crap. The stuff that puts people like my little friend at that fucking hypnotist show in a trance. And all of you people are in a trance. Many of you, some of you don't even know. Some of you don't even know. Some of you, and even myself, I catch myself even to this day. Wow, what was I just thinking? What just happened? Right? No, I am concerned that Trump will do the things that he says he's going to do. I've never seen him attack the World Economic Forum. Right? I don't think he's going to play that hand until after he gets in. We'll see. Right? We'll see. The big thing that people are saying right now, right? The big thing that people are definitely putting out there is this right here. And I'm going to leave with this, but I am coming back, by the way. I am coming back later tonight, and it's going to be more of an open forum, and I put it on here as open forum. I didn't know what the fuck I was going to talk about, but it just got me, this whole new pneumonia thing. It just fucking got me. I'm just like, not a freaking again. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And people are just going to fucking buy it. But this is where people are at. And I have to accentuate something because I think it's very important. Okay. I'm going to read this out to you out loud. We have been bamboozled by, absolutely, Jordan, for sure. We've been bewildered, bamboozled, fooled, tricked, you name it, dude. It's hard. It's fucking so hard for people. Like the example I always give is, you can buy the bottom shelf product, which is just as good as the middle shelf product. Because people don't know that the impulse aisle is stacked, and every aisle has, it's called the 3 to 4 foot mark to 6 feet. So if it's here, right, reachable, that's called product placement. And that's in every store. And the more expensive brands are in that zone usually, of products, of food, and whatever. And the impulse aisle is called the impulse aisle because you're standing and waiting in line, and you see that there's candy right there and gum, and maybe you need a lighter or whatever you fucking need, or oh my god, I need some batteries, which is more of just stuff that you forgot. And it's called the forgot. It's all, there's a name for it. It's I forgot this thing aisle, and that is there too. But it's all very well set up. But here's the thing that's happening now. This is something that I believe the conservatives, the grand old party, not the Republican National Committee people. Those people are all Republicans. They're right. They're just shit. They're just shit. I just, But the grand old party is the real party. So, attention Republican Party, when we put you back in power, no more hearings, no more committees, no more special investigations, no evidence has been laid bare for the whole world to see. We want justice. We want indictments. We want prison for all those that committed treason against us and our nation. No more bullshit. Right? Seriously, no more fucking bullshit. Hey, Cheryl, I'm coming back on later, just letting you know. I am. But anyway, I just wanted to get this stuff out. And before I leave, I wanted to show you this one last thing. I'm not going to show you, I'm just going to tell you. Something that happened this year that was probably one of the greatest landmarks in congressional history. And most people have no idea what it is. Okay? And it was led by one man who pushed and pushed and pushed and stuck to and stuck, and stayed with his morals, his values, his integrity. I'm talking about Matt Gaetz. He pushed, okay, to make sure that what their House of Representatives was going to follow these guidelines. Produce this information, do this bill, this, follow this, because they vote that person in. If we give you all our votes, you better do what we're telling you to do. Sure enough, McCarthy didn't. He was in for almost 2 years, a year and a half or something like that. Right? And then, or for too long. And he kept saying, oh, I'm going to release it. He never released it. You know what? The question is, and this was on Benny Johnson yesterday, Kash Patel, you got to watch this guy. He's ex-FBI prosecutor and all this other stuff. That's a man you guys need to follow. He's a brilliant kid. Him and Vivek could fucking run a planet, I'm telling you. But the thing is what happened is they voted out Kevin McCarthy and brought in somebody that would do the job that they were supposed to. That is democracy. That's democracy at the highest level. A House of Representative, House leading speaker was fucking ejected. And the Democrats are like, oh, you guys are so out of whack. Are you fucking losing it? You're firing people. Yes, that's what you should be doing to your people. Hold them accountable. That is a great sign for this country. That was probably the greatest piece of congressional work that I've ever seen come out since. Because when's the last time that happened? Anybody? Bueller? It's been forever. Never. I don't think ever. Or a long time ago. I'm not aware of. Okay. But sure, I'm going to be back. Yeah, I'm going to eat. I'm going to come back. But anyway, here it is. We're going to hold them accountable. Right? And people are like, whether it's Trump or not, we're going to hold the Republican Party accountable. That's where they're at. Right? Lots of cheating going on out there. Lots of people being busted that are on the Democrat side for fraud and voter fraud. It's just getting worse for them. You know, we really need to start seeing actual. The hearings just are stupid, you know. None of this committee crap and all that. Nobody fucking cares. Nothing happens there. Put these people in fucking jail, bro. All right. Anyway, I want to say thank you very much for listening. Pay attention. Don't fall for this fucking demonic. But the thing is why are these kids getting this stuff? I always, are these kids, did they get the thing? I wonder if these kids got the thing. I wonder if the people that are having all these problems, right, are getting the thing. Well, I want you guys to go to my blog, right, or just go to Stop the World Economic Forum or stopthewef.com or fthewf.com, and go down where it says what the mainstream media and your own government, public servants and department heads are not telling you about the COVID-19, right? Yeah. And go in there. Yeah. And check that out, because I think when it's the first or second link in there is Dr. Campbell's talking about just what this thing really is and how it's so they're actually using it as a means to scare you again back into it. It's fucking amazing. It's brilliant. It's brilliant, honestly. If you're a Dr. Evil, you're just, Adolf Hitler would be proud of these fucking people. He's fucking just bravo in his grave. He's probably actually a little scared. These people are so fucking nasty. Aloha, guys. Thank you for being here. I'll be in a little later. Aloha, aloha, aloha.